Working sounds good. Yeah. Do you have any plans for the weekend? For the rest of the weekend?
Actually, no, I don't think so.
Okay. How's the weather?
I don't know. I think it's not so good because now we have a mist.
Okay. What about in Japan, Heidi? How's the weather there?
Weather is very good. Recently, we don't have any typhoon.
We haven't had.
We
We haven't
haven't
had.
typhoon.
Okay. Just again because it's recently. Okay. Edson, welcome back. How's it going? Edson? Hmm. Okay. Julieta, what about you?
It's going well, thank you.
Okay. How's the weather in London?
Oh, drizzling,
Breezy?
drizzling.
Drizzly. Okay, so kind of like where Ksenia is. Um, have you had any good weather since you've been in London? I hear they're kind of got
Yes,
notoriously bad
many.
one.
No,
No?
actually, it's not that bad. No,
Nice.
yeah,
Okay.
I got many sunny days.
I got, mm, we
We
could
had,
say I've had, yeah,
I
or we've
had.
had. Um, we've gotten many sunny days, you could say.
Mhm,
Um, yeah, I would say we've had. I think it sounds a little bit better, but okay.
mhm.
Nice. Uh, and Edson, are you there yet? Okay. Uh, Adela, how about you? How's it going?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
Doing well. Nice to see you again. What did you do today?
I went shopping in the morning, uh,
Okay.
but I didn't buy anything important.
Okay, what'd you buy?
I look, but I don't buy.
I
I
didn't
didn't
buy.
buy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I looked for stuff but didn't buy anything. All right. And Edson, if you're talking, I would try to leave class and come back really quickly because it looks like it's going to be full, or it is full. So try to leave quickly and come back. That would be the only thing I would suggest if you can't talk. Yeah. And Jose, how's it going?
Hi Joshua, I'm doing very well. Thanks for asking. And you?
Nice, doing pretty well, thanks. What have you been up to, Jose?
Yes, in the morning I went running for 1 hour more or less, and in the evening I was at home with my family.
Okay, nice. And did you have a new route running, or is it the same route that you've been
No,
going
it,
on?
it, it's the same path.
Okay, all right. Um, and Anna Carolina, welcome back. How are you?
Thank you, Joshua. I'm great as
Okay,
usual.
nice, yeah. It's been raining all day there, right? Anna Carolina, it's been raining today?
Sorry. Yes, it's been raining. Can you hear the raining?
Mm-mm. No, I can't.
Okay.
Um, what's your favorite thing to do on rainy days?
Study English.
Okay, studying English. That makes sense.
Yes.
Okay, I should have expected that. Uh, all right. And Gregors, welcome to class. How's it going?
Um, I'm fine.
Okay. What's the weather like where you are, Gregors?
I don't know. I didn't even look out for outside today, except the morning. So I don't know if it was raining or not. My
Okay.
cur- my windows are covered with the curtains.
Wow. So you don't have any idea what it's like outside?
No.
Okay. But I guess wow. I don't know. Does that get kind of like, I don't know, sad sometimes?
I'm sorry?
I don't know. I feel like that's a little bit sad, just like kind of cooped up inside.
No, not really.
Okay.
I don't
Enjoying
feel so.
yourself?
Yeah.
That's good. Kind of a weird question to ask, anyways, for me. All right. Well, nice. And Wellington, how's it going?
Very good, thank you.
Okay. Is it raining where you are in Brazil as well, Wellington?
In São Paulo, no, it's cloudy, but no, it's not raining.
Okay.
We hope that, yeah, I think, yeah, in 2-3 hours must have to rain.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it, because like you know, in some areas here in São Paulo, we need rain, a lot of rain.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely, it's been a drought. So hopefully you get a little bit of rain. That would be good.
Yeah.
All right. Nice.
Thank
And
you.
yeah. Carlos, welcome back. How is it going?
Thank you. I'm fine.
Okay, you have something wrong with your mic. Sounds like you're really, really far away. Do you think you could change your microphone? Or like make sure it's
Hi.
Yeah, perfect.
It's better?
Yeah, much better.
Okay.
And Carlos, do you have a team for FIFA?
Yes, my favorite team is Real Madrid.
Okay. Do you have a favorite player?
My favorite player is Ronaldo.
Okay, wow. What about a favorite Mexican player?
Chicharito.
Chicharito. Okay. Nice. He's playing for the German team now, right? Like Wolfsburg or something?
He's playing Bayer Leverkusen.
Okay, Leverkusen. Right. All right. And I think we're good. Does anybody? Okay. Yeah, I think we are good. Let's get started with today's class. And let's start with Jose. Can you read the title and the next lines?
Okay. Well, today we will practice conjugating verbs, do a role play, learn idioms, and read comics.
Nice. Okay. And let's have Jose. Can you ask Ksenia the first question?
Ksenia, is being a soldier compulsory in your country? What do you think of drafting soldiers?
Okay. What does compulsory mean?
Does anybody know compulsory?
Mandatory.
Yeah.
So all men should go to the war?
Yes, or at least become a soldier or serve in the military. And it might be all men and all women as well.
So, or just serve for some years? Yes?
Yes, yes.
Yes, we have such thing.
Such a thing.
Such a thing. A few years ago it was about 2 years, but recently the government changed into 1 year.
Changed it?
Changed it? Yeah.
Okay. And what do you
1
think
year.
about it? What do you think about this, like, drafting?
I'm against it. I think it's just wasting of time. I think all men or women can learn how to defeat the country in 1 month or so. I think 1 year is just a big issue.
Okay, I think anyone can learn how to defend
Defense. Yes.
country
Defend.
in 1 month.
Yes.
I think 1 year is
Just wasting of time. I don't know.
Just a waste of time.
Just a waste of time.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, perfect. And drafting. So drafting is again compulsory service. So if there's a draft, it means that like your birthday gets called kind of out of a hat, and if your birthday is called, you have to serve in the army. So it's like a random required soldiering. Okay. Xenia, can you ask Wellington the next question?
Wellington, do many young people in your country join the army? Why? Why not?
No. Here in Brazil, the government don't allocate money to the army, and because this, there are few places for people, even if they want. And there are many reasons for this. Years ago, the army they had the control of Brazil. We live in a in a government that was dictator.
We lived under a dictatorship?
Yeah, yes, dictatorship. And after when the, let's say, the people had the control again, the government, yeah, the democratic government didn't put money in the army.
Didn't put money. Didn't put money into the army?
Into the army, yeah.
Yeah, so generally when we're talking about like the allocation of funds,
Yes,
we
yes.
say to like put money into this program.
Yeah.
Invest money into the program.
Yeah, don't. Yes, invest is a bad word for this. Didn't invest money into the army.
Yeah, you could also say didn't put money into the army. That's fine. Okay, and yeah, nicely done. Wellington, can you ask Adela the next question?
Okay. What did you, Adela? What do you think soldiers away from home miss the most?
I don't understand exactly the question because
people-
soldiers no because soldiers away from home is in other country. In Spain, army go to help in countries have problem or with the international army, and I think in this case they are professional because we have a professional army. It's your job. Is I think they work well, no?
Yeah. I'm not sure if you understand the question. What do you think they miss when they travel? So it's like even if you're like a professional, if you're away from your home, there are things that you miss. So if like you're a salesman, you miss your wife and kids, your family. You might miss the food from your country, like the
Yeah,
home cooked
yes,
meals,
maybe the
transportation.
nostalgia about no homesick.
But
No,
what are they homesick for?
homesick. No, maybe, but if they go to this place mandatory, I think yes, it's
If they have to go to this place.
this place in a mandatory structure.
again, that sounds a little bit weird. We would want to say if they have to go to this place, or if they
Ah,
go to this place mandatorily. And,
maybe is a problem, but if you go voluntarily, no,
if you volunteer,
if you go volunteer,
if you volunteer or go voluntarily.
Okay. If you volunteer, I think any problem. I don't know.
I think any
Sorry.
problem.
No, because it's a part of. I don't know because in Spain is a professional.
Okay. Yeah.
People like to go another country to help and to the mission on the ONU, on the International Army. I think is better for them.
Okay. So I think any problem.
I think they don't have any problem.
How do we negate think? So I think they don't have any problem.
Yes, so I hope because
What
I don't.
we want think to be negative.
I don't think they have any
I
problem.
don't think they have any problems. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, and that would be better.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Even if they don't have problems, I think there are still things that they would miss. You know, you'd miss your family, the food, the language, maybe. So things like that. But yeah, if they're volunteering, it's not as intense. I think you're right.
Yes. Sorry. In Spain, they change the army, the group of army. They change. They go 3 months, and they return, come back. Go another group
Okay, yeah.
to avoid this problem, I think.
Okay. Good. All right, and I think we're good here. Let's go on. Ana Carolina, can you read through these words?
Vocabulary: draft, casualty, collateral damage, belligerent,
Nice.
debris, despot, drum, this one, I don't know, guerrilla, I don't know this one, guerrilla, hostility, mobilize.
Okay, let's look at hostility.
Hostility.
Nice, hostility.
Hostility. And mobilize or mobilize? Mobilize.
Mobilize.
Mobilize. Hostility. Hostility. Thank you. Mobilize.
Mobilize.
Mobilize. Thank you.
And yeah, maybe despot. Despot.
Despot.
Yeah. Okay. And questions. Does anybody have any questions here?
Yes, Sasha. Belligerent.
Okay. Who knows what belligerent means?
People like fight. Sorry.
People who like to fight?
Yes.
Okay. So people who like to fight are belligerent? Yeah. For sure we could say that. So
aggressive.
Aggressive, yeah. Belligerent would be like aggressive. The person who is looking for the fight, yeah, would be belligerent. Other questions?
Despot.
Okay, who knows what a despot is?
To send people to other place.
Sorry?
To
Okay.
send people to other place.
Not quite. No.
There is a person who has a power.
This what is a dictator. I
Okay.
heard dispatch. So.
Who has a power in the country, and he is very strict about some of the rules, and he has a full control. So yes, he is a dictator. He could be described as a dictator for control.
Yeah. Generally, we'd say it's like a bad dictator. So somebody who has full control of a country and abuses that control and power and does terrible things. So
It's like a gangster, I would say, who took over the control in the country.
yeah, autocratic control for sure. So like examples from history, we could talk about like Stalin or Hitler would be despots.
Yes.
Okay. And any other questions?
Yes, I'm not 100% sure that I know collateral damage, and I was wondering, draft is a preliminary version or something else?
Not a preliminary version in what we're talking about. So let's look at collateral damage. Who knows what collateral damage is?
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. Collateral damage is the result of a action that is not hope is wait that is not expected, like for example the victims, the civil person that is wounded in one attack, for example. In this case, the wounds was a collateral damage.
Who was collateral damage?
Sorry?
Who was collateral damage? I don't know what you said the last thing.
The victims. In this case, the victims was a result, was a collateral damage. We can say it this way or not.
Yeah, the victims were collateral damage. The civilians.
Yeah, the civilians. Yeah.
Yeah. So like collateral damage, if you look in the dictionary, it would be like death, injuries, and damage to the property or people who are not in the military that happens as a result of fighting a war. So yeah, that was good. So especially when you're talking about like killed civilians, wounded civilians, damaged like buildings that are not part of the war would be collateral damage. And a draft. Who can explain what a draft is?
Mandatory military service.
Yeah, mandatory military service. Good. Any questions here?
So, if I am a soldier, I go in a draft.
If you are a civilian and they call your date in the draft, you have to join the army, military, some form of military. So they'll say like February 26th birthdays have to join the military. And so they just pick days where if you're born on that day, you must join the military. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And good. Any other questions?
Just to check it out, to double check, guerrilla is a small war?
It's not a small war. Can anybody explain what a guerrilla is?
Yes, it's a citizen who fights against enemy with usually without properly ammunition.
Yeah.
Proper.
It doesn't have to be a citizen. It could be a citizen, a person who fights against enemies with maybe improper tactics. So a guerrilla would be somebody who hides in the woods and like takes shots at people or makes explosives. So like it's uncommon warfare. So what you had in like the American Revolution and why it kind of worked was because the British would line up in this like standard troop line and try to fight other people, but the American forces wouldn't line up. They would shoot at the British from the woods individually. They would make bombs. They'd just do other things that are different tactics for fighting than like presenting yourself as a unit of force. So yeah, that would be a guerrilla fighter. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. And I think we're with Carlos. Carlos, can you try the first one?
A ver. The the despot nation.
A despot is a person.
Ah, okay.
You could say like the despotic nation, like a despot, but yeah, we're looking for a different word.
Okay, belligerent.
Yes. How do we conjugate to start?
Started.
Nice. Can you read the whole sentence?
Okay. The belligerent nation started a fight with not one but 5 different countries.
Yeah, sorry, 2 withs, just one, with not one, 5 different countries. Good. Okay, Giulietta, what about the next one?
Recently, people have said that using casualty to kill enemies is neither human nor accurate. Drones.
Casualty. Yeah, drones. Can you repeat casualty?
Casualty.
Nice, casualty. It's kind of a lazy pronunciation with the casualty, but well done. I think we could also say have been saying. Might be what I would say, but you could say people have said, and that would work as well. Nicely done. Grzegorz, can you try the next one?
I can, but I have no idea. The battle that casualty legend priest. I know that warfare was a part of the strategy that won the US its independence. What else? I don't know which word will be. Maybe guerrilla warfare
Uh-huh.
was part of the strategy that won the USA its independence. Not sure.
Good. Yeah, that's exactly it. Guerrilla warfare was part of the strategy. So guerrilla warfare is like a way of fighting without using regular troops, like Julieta said in the
Yeah.
chat box.
Yes, you mentioned about it, so
Yeah.
have an idea about it.
Okay. Yeah, really nicely done. And Heidi, what about the next one?
If there is a draft, I will be a conscientious objector and move to Canada.
Good. Nicely done. What's a conscientious objector, Heidi?
The person who refused to serve in the armed forces for moral reasons.
Nice. Yeah, really well done. Okay, and Jose, what about the next one?
Okay, if you travel to the Gaza Strip, you'll sense the hostility immediately.
Mm-hmm. Well done. And what about the next one, Ksenia?
Just a simple question, because well, what I noticed, its independence, this sign between it and us, I don't think it is needed.
Nope, you're right. It is not. It's one of those things that sometimes typing it just kind of pops up. Good. And Ksenia, can you try the next one?
I think it's casualty. Should be. No?
Plural? Yeah.
Casualties?
Yeah.
How many casualties have been suffering?
Not quite.
No?
Definitely you start with have.
Have suffered?
Close. We need a pronoun.
Have been?
A pronoun. So I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they.
Oh, I have. Yes, we, our suffered. We,
We.
Okay. How many countries have suffered since the beginning of the war?
Good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And questions?
Yes, also. Sorry. A conscientious objector is a person who refuses to serve?
Yeah, a conscientious objector is a
Okay.
person who refuses to serve.
Thank you.
And sorry, there is an I too. Okay. Well done. Any questions here?
I don't think I know what casualty means.
Okay. Who knows what a casualty is?
Death.
Yeah.
Oh.
A casualty is a death. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. Excuse me. Wellington, can you read the first line? The first part here?
Yes. Okay. How come we play war and not peace? And too few role models.
Too few role models, yeah. What's happening in that first part?
So they are playing, and all the time the children play police ranting and chiefs, and play of war, and so Calvin is a tiger, right?
Calvin is the little boy and Hobbes is the
Okay.
tiger.
Yeah, Hobbes is asking why this happen all the time, I think.
Yeah, why are we always playing war and why are we playing peace?
Not peace. This is true. It's a good question.
Yeah, what's Calvin's answer?
The answer is because it's the rule, is the something that happen. So it's a habit, I think.
It's a habit. Yeah. I mean, sort of, but too few role models. I think there's a little bit more to that. Adela, do you think you could explain?
I think they try to follow the models on the USA and another country. The importance about the army, I think they follow same idea. The importance of the army, I think. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're onto something a little bit. Does anybody think they could explain that first part a little bit more?
May I try?
Go for it.
Too few role models. It means that too few people to look up to that that are for peace because
Yeah.
most of people are making war instead of making peace.
Yeah, and it's a comment on the culture that glorifies people who fight and who are in the wars, uh, as opposed to glorifying people who are for peace.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's kind of what it's about. So it's a joke about culture and how culture is kind of obsessed with war and warriors and having like role models who are warriors. Good. Um, and Adela, can you read the next three little squares?
I'll be the fearless American defender of liberty and democracy, and you can be the loathsome, godless communist oppressor. We're at war, so if you get hit with a dart, you are dead, and the silver
The other, sorry.
sorry, and the other side wins. Okay? Gotcha. Gotcha.
Good. Anna Carolina, can you finish the comic?
Go! What? What? Kind of a stupid game, isn't it?
Good. What's happening here, Anna Carolina?
They killed one another.
Yeah. What's like I mean, is there more to this than just two kids playing a game? Like, is there something about war itself? Is there comment?
Sorry, could you come again?
Yeah. So they killed each other. Is it trying to say anything about war itself? Is it trying to make a broader statement?
Maybe, maybe they are trying to say that there is no winners.
Mm-hmm. In war?
In war.
Okay. Yeah, so it's kind of making a broader statement about war. It's like this little boy realizes it, maybe, and the others don't. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, does anybody have any questions here? Loathsome might be a word. No? No questions? Okay. And maybe Adela, can you just repeat democracy? Democracy?
Democracy?
Mm-hmm. Well done. Democracy. And let's go on. Excuse me. Yeah, that'd be kind of fun. Loathsome. Does anybody know what loathsome means?
Odious, repugnant, disgusting.
Huh? That sounds like a dictionary definition. Good. Yeah, repugnant or disgusting. Terrible would be loathsome. Hateful, another one. Terrible. Good. And let's look at this and have Carlos. Can you actually, Ana Carolina? Can you ask Carlos the first question?
Yes. Carlos, how could people resolve conflicts instead of through war? Paper, scissors, and stone.
Rock, paper, scissors. Carlos?
Yes, sorry. Um, I don't like politics because this is about politics, but I think if we have more communications between nations and we make agreements and we don't use religion to start a war, uh, it would be something good for the world. But most of but sorry, you need the content need to be in peace.
You need the countries to be at peace?
Yes.
Okay. Don't use religion to start wars. We would say to start wars in general. We don't use religion to start wars. It would be something good for the world, but you need countries to be at peace. Okay. So if we have more communication, maybe just communication between nation. Okay. Good. This is, again, really nicely done. Just that one correction with Start Wars. Carlos, can you ask Julieta the next question?
Yes. What do you understand by the phrase "might is right"? What does it mean? Do you agree?
Might is right. Who said that?
It's a... I don't know. It sounds like something out of 1984, but I'm actually not sure who said it. It's a pretty common phrase. Yeah, what do you think it means? Julieta?
Yes, I'm here. I'm sorry, but I didn't heard anything. So, okay. What did you say?
So yeah, what do you think it might mean? This idea of might is right.
Um. I think means that person of you. Sorry, can you hear me?
It means if you're a powerful person.
Yes. What you do and what you say is always right.
Yeah. If you're a powerful person, nation. Good. Nicely done. If you have the strength to back it up, you're always right. Okay. And do you agree or do you disagree?
It's right because who has a power usually get a lot of less power country around them, and so they become most powerful, and they are always right.
Yeah. In a certain sense, the winner writes the history books, kind of explains that. Yeah, Carlos, you have a lot of people who claim that it's like survival of the fittest, in a sense, so that like by surviving, you are, automatically right just by surviving, which is an interesting theory. Okay. And Gregors, do you agree with it? Do you think that's right? Do you think it's correct, the phrase might is right? Do you think that might is right?
No, I don't think so. Yep.
Go ahead.
It is a situation when you have like a couple of countries who feel that power that they can dictate the rest of the world what they should do or what they shouldn't do. We should follow them or not. So in those kind of situations, we cannot really avoid to shape strong nations and strong countries with big potential for war activities because that's the way of earning money.
You kind of lost me at the end. I'm not sure if I followed your thought process completely at the end of what you were saying.
So, in some countries, see in the war that is the way of earning money. In many ways, it's true. For strong countries, I'm not going to give you any examples. It is a correct way of thinking. And for the smaller countries, sometimes they just accept something that they shouldn't do and became a part of different conflict in the future, or became the victims of their own activities that they made before. So.
Okay, so yeah, it affects everything, and some like nations or people do like take it to heart and act on it. Okay. Yeah. And I think that's good. Maybe, Heidi, you just answered this question. Heidi, we'll come right back to you for the next part. Gregors, can you ask Jose the next question?
If war could be eliminated entirely, would there still be a use for armies?
Armies will be used when some natural disaster happens. Armies could use for helping to solve this problem.
They could be used to help solve.
Okay, to help solve this problem.
Okay. Yeah. So natural disasters.
I think yes. I think it will be a useful idea, because in Spain, when some natural disaster happened, the army is helping to solve this problem.
Okay, yeah. So when natural disasters happen in Spain, the army helps solve those problems. Good. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a really good answer. Okay. Actually, did anybody have any questions on that page? Any questions here? Okay. And Heidi, can you read the first roll?
Hey, you think your country, Narnia, is in danger from an invasion by another country, murder. Convince your friend that you should attack first.
Good. And Wellington, can you read the roll B?
Yeah. You shouldn't strike first under any circumstances. Even if murder were hostile, you should wait until they attack to defend yourself.
Good. And let's start with Heidi. How would you start this?
My ego let me know that another country murder is coming here. With the big military, big number of soldiers.
With a lot of soldiers.
A lot of soldiers. So before being attacked, we should attack them at first.
Nice. Okay. And Wellington, how would you respond?
I don't agree with you. Um, this what you heard, I think, is not true.
Um,
What you heard, I think, is not true.
we want to
Uh,
negate think.
Sorry,
So
what you
we would
heard,
start with a
uh,
subject.
what you heard, I don't think is true.
Okay. And so we would say, I don't think what you heard is true.
Okay.
Can you repeat that?
Yeah, yeah. I don't think what you heard is true. We have to wait, and also we need to try. We have to try obtain more information.
To obtain.
To obtain more information through our spies.
Nice. Okay. See you later, Carlos. Adela, how'd you respond?
Sorry, I have closed my mic. If you, it's better to attack first because if you attack unexpectedly, they won't be ready.
Unexpectedly?
Unexpectedly, they won't be ready, and we can. No, they cannot. They cannot offer resistance. Maybe it's better to hit first.
Good. Nice. Can you repeat unexpectedly?
Unexpectedly,
And
unexpectedly,
unexpectedly.
unexpectedly,
Resistance.
resistance.
And Anna Carolina, how'd you respond?
Hold on, Joshua. No, no.
I know.
It might be.
Okay.
No, we shouldn't attack them first. We have to wait. I crossed my wardrobe with a proposal, and I'm for peace. I'm going to bring peace to Narnia, but of course, um, I've been getting some training with the talking mouse teacher.
With the who?
The mouse who talks and holds a sword. What's his name?
The mouse that talks and holds a sword.
What's the name of that character?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Have you seen Narnia?
Yeah. It was a long time ago, though. I don't
Then
remember.
the second movie?
I haven't seen the second one.
Okay. And I've been getting some training with the mouse. Okay, that's fine. And I will be prepared if in case we have to defeat ourselves. But we are not going to be responsible for the first attack.
So nice. Okay. And Julieta, how would you respond? Oh, also, Anna Carolina, can you repeat defend? Defend ourselves?
Yes. Defend.
Hmm.
Defend.
Good. Julieta?
What was the other word, teacher?
I don't know. I think that sounded good other than defend. I think you said defeat, but just a small little mix-up. Yeah, Julieta?
How can you aim to bring peace with this loathsome?
With these loathsome...
country?
These? This.
Yes, but I was thinking another thing, but this country, okay. So let's move first.
So what?
Let's move first.
Let's move first. Okay. Okay, yeah. I guess that works for sure. Gregors, how'd you respond?
As I said, our main goal and the moral responsibility is the protection of our country, is the protection of the country, but that includes lives of millions citizens
Millions of citizens.
that we couldn't put on the risk of death.
I'm not sure what you mean. As I
That we
said, our main goal...
that we couldn't, that some lives of millions citizens that we could not.
Could not is the past tense.
Sorry, we cannot risk their lives. Something like that.
Okay. Our main goal...
We can't risk.
And...
Moral responsibility.
Maybe biggest responsibility is the protection of the country. But that includes the lives of millions of citizens that we can't risk. Okay. Yeah, that's good. We are unfortunately out of time. Does anybody have any last questions or comments? All right. Well, thank you guys for coming in. Hopefully you enjoyed class. Hopefully see you soon. Have a really good day, or night, or morning.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye, guys.